Well, Harry Kane transfer to Manchester United has surfaced or faced a very huge setback, as there is a hijack coming in from the Galacticos of Real Madrid. United Matters channel, it is Man United news show, and we strictly do Man United news today. And obviously we are bringing a story coming in from Spain and being confirmed to us by a chief football writer for the Daily Mail, that is Sammy McBell. And again, has gone ahead to emphasize the point that United are looking unlikely to get Harry Kane, and they are looking elsewhere. And where elsewhere are they looking? But before all that came in through, Fabrizio Romano first confirmed to us that Erik ten Hag is obsessed with signing Harry Kane at Old Trafford. Now, Rokan David is my name. And the other stories that we're going to talk about, Dean Henderson. United look like they want to sell Dean Henderson and obviously raise some good money from his sale. Plus, Wout Weghorst obviously putting out his message after that loss to the FA Cup finale to Man City, and it looks like it was his final game for Man United at Wembley, and he wouldn't like to end it that way. He has really expressed his agony, obviously, after that loss. Smash the like button. Let's see close to 200 likes. Smash this video, smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, let's start it off with Fabrizio Romano, a man who came out and confirmed to us the following: that Man United remain obsessed with Harry Kane in terms of him being the perfect striker for Erik ten Hag. As I told you, that United are really obsessed to sign Harry Kane. But with their obsession growing high, there is a team that is going to hate to attack this transfer window. Looks like options were limited for Harry Kane, but there have come in another huge option for Harry Kane that most players, when they hear that name, they run mad and obviously change or twist their mind. Now, this is Sammy McBall, a chief football reporter for the Daily Mail. Real Madrid are plotting £100 million more for Man United target Harry Kane. They have leverage to lower the price, as Tottenham do not want to sell to an English team. Now, Real Madrid is in, and a bidding war, as expected, is on. Now, at the start of March, we are linked to Harry Kane. The CEO of Manchester United, Richard Arnold, wanted to deliver Harry Kane to Man United. We all know that. And even, I think the story was put out by the Mirror put it out that he wants to sign his first big English signing as Harry Kane. Now, later, we saw stories coming in that United are interested in Harry Kane, Ten Hag is interested in Harry Kane. Now, as United are planning to pursue Harry Kane, Real Madrid have come in through. Spurs don't want to sell to Man United. They want to play hardball, and Real Madrid has gone ahead to come in through, and they believe that £100 million will be enough to really get the signature of Harry Kane. Now, Harry Kane is left with 1 year on his contract. That is it. And Real Madrid are coming into the mix because Karim Benzema has today confirmed that he's leaving the club of Real Madrid and going to Saudi Arabia, and he has played his last game for Real Madrid and has even gone ahead to score a penalty. So, when you look at the situations right now, it shows you that Madrid are going to attack this situation hard. And why do I think Madrid are going to win the race? Madrid have a very good relationship with Tottenham Hotspur. When you look at Man United, Tottenham Hotspur last sold us a player, that was Dimitar Berbatov. I think they first sold us Michael Carrick, then they sold us Dimitar Berbatov. But there was chaos selling Dimitar Berbatov to Man United because even other teams were interested in the player. And it's said that Sir Alex Ferguson drove his car and picked Dimitar Berbatov straight from London and brought him to Manchester. That is how difficult it was to sign him in. So it has always been hard for us to sign players from Tottenham Hotspur. I remember even Gareth Bale was one of those players that Erik ten Hag was interested in, that Ferguson was interested in, and they sold him to Real Madrid. So Real Madrid has gone ahead to do some good deals with Tottenham Hotspur. They loaned Gareth Bale back to Tottenham Hotspur. And there is Saga something. What is the name of that left back that Spurs signed from Real Madrid? So they have a very good connection, and if at all Madrid comes in through, I think that will be something great. And to me, it's a blessing in disguise, because however much I'm backing my manager, if at all he wants Harry Kane, if at all he gets Harry Kane on the field of play at Manchester United, at Old Trafford, I'll back Harry Kane, I'll back the manager. Real Madrid coming in through, to me, I see it as a blessing in disguise for us to go in for a young striker, because the options left are really young and very talented, and they can offer more to the club, and there are those that are not going to even to really cost a lot of negotiating time with us. So looks like Real Madrid has gone ahead to knock on the door, and after Real Madrid knocked on the door, guess what happened? Samuel Mikbo added that those at Old Trafford rate their chances of landing Harry Kane at unlikely at best, and they are looking at alternative targets. Napoli's Victor Osimhen was going ahead to score a goal today, and Juve's Vlahovic are options. Atalanta's Rasmus Højlund and Eintracht Frankfurt forward Randall Kolo Muani. That is it. So if you've been following me for a very, very, very long time, you now know, you understand exactly my stand on Harry Kane. I rate Harry Kane, world-class striker, but I don't believe that is the striker that we want. That's it. Because if it was like for 50 million pounds, you can sign such a player at 50 million pounds and then know that it's going to give you some 2-3 good seasons. But if at all you're going to spend times 2 that amount of money, tallying to 100 million pounds, it's better to spend it on a player who can really give you some 6 or 7 seasons. And even if that player reaches an exit when he wants to leave the club of Man United, he has a very good resale value. And that is Rasmus Højlund, that is Randall Kolo Muani, Napoli's Osimhen and Dusan Vlahovic. So to me, any of those 4, if at all they get us one, I'll be so much excited to have those players in, because Kolo Muani is 24 years of age. When you look at Victor Osimhen, is 24. Dusan Vlahovic is 23. Rasmus Højlund is just 20. So it's better to go in for such choices other than going in for a player who is 30 years of age and is going to be sold expensively. I understand that they want to really get in the homegrown players, but when you get in Rasmus Højlund, he goes deep into a homegrown player because he's 20 years of age, not yet made 21, and a player to be recorded as a homegrown player has to be between 18 and 21 years of age, meaning that he must have made his debut for the club of Man United at latest the age of 21. That's it. So to me, 100% believe that we should go in for these signings, and I'm happy for Madrid to come in and hijack the deal of Harry Kane. They're obsessed with Harry Kane. Harry Kane is left with 48 goals to really find himself in a position of breaking the record of Alan Shearer. That's it. Will he want to leave the Premier League? We all understand that Harry Kane would love to play for Man United. That's it. But will the club where he plays for and its chairman, Daniel Levy, willing to do a deal with Man United? Will Daniel Levy want to reward Harry Kane for all he has gone ahead to do for Spurs by doing the needful and obviously getting him the move that he wants? Because if a player has been a royal servant, you are supposed to really give him what he wants. I saw Nemanja Matic, by the time he wanted to leave Chelsea to come to Man United, I think it was 2016, if at all I'm not mistaken. 2016, was it 2017? The board of Chelsea was really preventing that deal to happen. What Nemanja Matic did, he talked to the owner of Chelsea. By then he was Romano, and Abramovich told them, this man has been a royal servant to this club. We cannot sell him where he doesn't want to go. We should sell him where he wants to go, provided they're going to get us the money that we want. And United coughed 45 million pounds and they brought on Nemanja Matic. The same applies to Petr Cech when he was going to Arsenal. Because Chelsea and Arsenal are really London rivals, the technical department of Chelsea never wanted to sell the player to to Arsenal. But Peter Cech told the owner, Abramovich, and Abramovich told them, Peter Cech has been here since 2004, right? For close to even 20 years, at the club, a decade plus at the club of Chelsea. Let him go where he wants. And Arsenal paid the fee for Petr Cech, and Petr Cech came in and played for Arsenal. So it shows you that the owner of Chelsea, by then, Abramovich, was very much understanding and could reward the player what he wants, But Daniel Levy looks like he's that kind of player who is willing not to really offer his captain and club legend, all-time goal scorer for Spurs, what he wants. The fact is, Harry Kane would love to stay in the Premier League and play for Manchester United. That's it. But will the board of Real Madrid dance to the tunes? Will the board of Spurs dance to the tunes of Harry Kane? Because it looks like he doesn't want to sell him to Man United. And for him, he refers to United as a rival to Spurs. Something that doesn't even make sense. Spurs, a team that has taken close to 5 decades without winning a Premier League. They've not won a Champions League. They've not even won an FA Cup. They've not even won a Carabao Cup. How does Daniel Levy come out and say that we are rivals to Spurs? That's out. That's out. So let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. But to me, if at all Madrid comes in and hijack the deal of Harry Kane, I'll be the happiest, because that will take us to the next level of really understanding that we need to get in a young striker. Maybe a Goncalo Ramos, 21 years of age, Rasmus Højlund, 20, Such kinds of strikers are what we are really eyeing at as Man United. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. And the other negative for Man United, for me, I see as a positive, Madrid want to sign the striker imminently. United look like it's going to take them like 4 weeks to get to know who the owner is and to normalize everything. Then they start making huge negotiations of such amount of money. So let's wait and see how that pans out. And obviously, we are going to come back in here and let you know the latest coming in from that side. Now, the goalkeeper of United came in from the academy of Man United, known as Dean Henderson, is one of those that we are loaned at Nottingham Forest. He played very well, but the problem was he got an injury towards the mid of the season, and in January they signed Kyler Navas, who really did a wonderful job and really saved them from being relegated. Now, as it stands, we've been told by Curtis, he's Neil Curtis, he's a United correspondent for The Sun, that United are not looking to recall Dean Henderson, 26 years of age, and are hoping his loan deal to Nottingham Forest can turn into a permanent switch. And obviously Nottingham Forest wants to sign the player, that is Dean Henderson, on a permanent deal. They want to sign the player on a permanent deal, that is Dean Henderson. And to me, each and every time I hear a player of United going out, I really smile from ear to ear. Do you know why? I want these changes to be made imminently and these permanent sales to be made imminently, because for Dean Henderson, with the season he had at Nottingham, they can get us like £30 million, right? If you sell Fred, £30 million, Scott McTominay 30, that is 90, Harry Maguire 30, that is 120, add on Brandon Williams like £5 million, that is 125. Then you add on 5 for Eric Bay, 130. Then you add on Alex Telles, that is 135. So if at all we can sell those players and raise close to £140 million, that will be something great to boost up our season and our budget that is initially fixed at £100 million, and Ten Hag has been told you have to sell to buy. So that's the story coming in from Neil Curtis, a correspondent of United, that United want the loan deal of Dean Henderson to be made permanent, because Dean Henderson doesn't want to be a second choice goalkeeper. He wants to be a first choice goalkeeper, but Erik Ten Hag is not willing to grant him that chance. Weghorst has gone ahead and really cried in pain on Instagram and said, painful, dreamed of a different ending to this wonderful season. Thanks, United fans, for your support yesterday. And I think it looked like it was his last game for Man United, because Ten Hag is hunting in for 2 more strikers, meaning that this man is not in his program. But obviously it was good for him to come in and play at Manchester United. The adventure was really great, but obviously teams like Everton in the Premier League want to sign him. And you know Sean Dyche, he has always wanted that tall and energetic striker, and maybe Wout Weghorst might be one of those that will fit into the system of Sean Dyche at Everton. So that is Wout Weghorst for you, and that's what I had for you here onto the United Matters channel. Tell me what you think about Harry Kane transfer hijack from Real Madrid. To me, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I want it to happen. I want Harry Kane to go to Real Madrid because I don't really fancy him as our future striker for Man United. What do you make about it? Are you with me, or we are not in the same boat? Now, Dean Henderson, would you fancy him to be sold? For me, yes. What about you? And lastly, Wout Weghorst, do you think he's going to have to play his last game for Man United? The FA Cup finale that we lost to Man City. Sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out. I think we are left with one more story, and I'm coming back with it as up.